Well, good evening, good night for those on the East Coast, good afternoon for those on the West Coast and in Hawaii, good morning to those around the world. I am super excited. Before I let Sarah go, I want you guys to put a round of applause together for Miss 1001 points. And I think she went over by 1 point. Miss Sarah Sapita. I'm super excited. She stepped up as a leader. She is totally crushing it. She's got a huge growing organization, and I want to thank you for stepping in and doing the intro and welcoming everybody to the call. So give her a round of applause.
Well, thank you for being such an amazing leader. I'm just following you.
Thank you. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to July the 1st, our 90-day Blitz call. This is the first team call that we've had for this team, CBD Badasseters, since I've joined the company 2.5 months ago. I'm not going to go and share all my stories because you heard it. If you haven't heard it, you'll hear it, trust me, because I'm going to say it 77 million more times in my career. Now, the reason you're logged on and the reason you should be fired up is the most amazing thing is happening, is going to happen to not only me, but everyone on this call and everybody that you know. So if you don't have pen and paper, I'm going to give you 1 second to go grab it. If you have any distractions, Facebook, Instagram, kids, dogs, try to do your best, eliminate it. If you have the TV on, put it on mute or turn it off. I'm really serious about that because what we're going to be sharing tonight, I can absolutely, with 100% certainty, 100% certainty, there's no variables in 100%, tell you the information that's going to be shared tonight and moving forward for the next 90 days can possibly change each and everybody's life and lifestyle for the rest of your living natural life. I am dead freaking serious about that. And I want that to absorb. You may have heard hype before. You may have been excited or motivated before. I'm not hyping you. I'm not motivating you. I'm telling you what I know, what I've seen with my own 2 eyes, well, 4 eyes because I wear glasses. And I'm excited to share all of this information with you guys tonight. So, to get started, since we are started, I want to first start by saying congratulations to everybody for making it on this call and making it on this team, because you are on the power team, and CBD Badasseters is a team within the power team. What I've learned this weekend at the Rank Up Mastermind has changed everything for me, and therefore it's changed everything for you. So you should be excited because, let me tell you why. I'm going to go to the last part, and you're going to hear this again. Everybody on this call, because you're on this call, because you're on this team, you're on the baddest, fastest growing team in the whole company, and you all have a top spot on the team. Because whether you know it or not, the next year is going to go by. The rest of this year is going to by in the next years. And if you know for a fact, this team is going to grow. I mean, it's going to grow. If I quit, it's still going to grow. If anybody else on this team quit, it's still going to grow. It's going to grow massively because of the power team system and everything that's in place. So applaud yourself for making a decision to join this team, the person that you join. And one thing, and I sincerely, I'm not patting myself on the back when I say this. I sincerely mean this. You could not have joined a better team. I'm going to tell you why. If anybody say they failed because they didn't have leadership and support, you're a freaking lie. And I'm going to say that with every passion in my bone because I reach out to everybody. I'm always available. I don't never make an excuse. If you call me at 4 o'clock in the morning and I hear the phone, I wake up, I answer it, I'll do whatever it takes to help you win. And I'm sincere about that. That's the only reason I'm in this company, because I want to see everybody walk away a winner. I don't ever want to see you walk away, but if you choose to walk away, you're going to be winning. So with that said, first I want to congratulate a couple of people. 10K affiliate, give it up for Mr. Wayne Topola. Again, he's hit the rank of 10K affiliate, which means all these bonuses are just coming left and right. This is the second 10K affiliate. So I want to give it up to Wayne Topola. 2 people hit 9K affiliate, Mr. Brian Kane and Kai. I think it's AU, but I'm quite sure Kai out of Indianapolis has the most amazing story. That's the person who personally enrolled me in My Daily Choice, Hempworx. So give it up for those 2 gentlemen. Mr. Brian Sellers hit 3K affiliate this month. Outstanding job. 2K affiliates. Let's give them a congratulations to James Saunders, Eric Mora, Gigi Ames. Big shout out to them. We have a host of 1K affiliates. So that means, guys, the team is growing. We are kicking butt and taking names, and we're only going to grow bigger and better. Mr. Nora and Charles Durham, Alfred Epps, brand new affiliate, Miss Tammy Bird, Stephanie Dozier, Christina Saez-Cares, and Sarah Sapita. We have some other outstanding people that hit above 700K, and we want to acknowledge them because they kicked butt and took names. Mr. Maurice Loyal, Sandra Reed, Jackie Freeman, Crandall Payne, Janice Soltilo. And I got to give it up for the first person on my team. She joined yesterday evening. I want you to get this. She joined yesterday evening. I was at a mastermind. She pre-enrolled when I first got started. She enrolled on yesterday, and guess what? Today, she's already got her first affiliate in the company, and she did that early this morning. Miss Donna Cager out of Atlanta, Georgia. If you're on, round of applause. She's already got her first. She's the first person this month on the team that got her first affiliate. So I just want to acknowledge that publicly and say I'm super proud of you, glad you're on the team, and I know we're going to do a lot of great things together. So next part, we're going to jump into this. So hopefully you have pen and paper ready. So here's where we're going to start. And everything that comes out of my voice, I want you guys to understand I'm super sincere about it. Whether you know me personally or not is important to me, but it's not important on what I'm going to share with you. This call right here kicks off the 90 days. The 90 days, the next 90 days, and I do mean this, will change a lot of people's lives. It can change everybody's life forever. And I'm not talking about in a little way. There's going to be people that after the next 90 days never have to go and punch a clock ever again. There's some people that's going to be able to take care of their moms and dads, pay off student loans, buy a new car, buy a new house, buy whatever it is you want, take that dream vacation. Those things are going to happen. So you have to decide where you're at on it. So how important are the next 90 days leading up to the International Convention here in Las Vegas, which is October 3rd through 5th? I just want to say, if you haven't done this already, seriously, don't even consider it. You have to do it. You have to start making plans now. Don't wait till the last minute. Is get your tickets to the National Convention. It just so happened to be in my city down the street from my house. I'm going to see if I can make sure everybody gets a tour of headquarters, which is also down the street from my house. We want to welcome you to Las Vegas in October. We're going to have a lot of things lined up, not just our team, but the whole power team. They got so much lined up for us. Guys, you got to remember, a lot of the team is right here in Vegas. Andre and Tammy are in Vegas. This is their second home. Chris Record, who built the power team system, lives right here 4 minutes from my house. I didn't know that till this weekend. So go to write this down, hempworxevents.com, get your tickets. If you need, I want to say this now because in 90 days, your whole life is going to change. Make sure you start making plans. We're going to change your life. You're going to make the money to do all this. Don't worry about that. I promise you, we have the comp plan to help you make the money to cover all your expenses, okay? But you got to start mentally preparing yourself. I'm going to Vegas. Because what you tell yourself is what yourself believe and what happens. If you tell yourself you're not going, I can guarantee you 100% you ain't going. If you tell yourself you're going, I can guarantee you 100% you're going. If we have to pile up over here at my spot, we will. If we all got to put pallets on the floor, that's what we used to call it when I was growing up. They have air mattresses now. If you got to put a pallet on the floor, we will do whatever it takes. If you don't have a hotel room, we'll put some people together. I have done that. I slept in a room with 8 men it was 8 of us when I went to a convention in Kentucky. 8 big men my size in one room together. You know how hard that is to share a bathroom with 8 dudes? But our passion for growing the business was way more important than us being comfortable. Matter of fact, it actually worked out better that way. Actually, I did that twice, one with 8 guys and one with 4 guys. So we're going to make sure that happens. So hempworxevents.com, go ahead and get your ticket. Don't worry, if you don't have a hotel, we'll partner you with somebody. We'll put, if you need transportation, if you got to stay at a less expensive hotel, we're going to make all of those things happen on our end, believe me. But you have to get the ticket, and you got to get here to Vegas. You could probably get it, depending on where you're at in the United States. If you take Spirit, take a backpack, we'll get you from there. If I got to pick you up from the airport and feed you hot dogs all weekend, that's how serious I am. I wouldn't feed you hot dogs, but you know what I mean. All right. This, in case you guys didn't know, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, we have what's called a midday motivation call. Why is that important, especially over the next 90 days? See, one of the things we realize as leaders is that people have ups and downs throughout the day. Some mornings start off good, some mornings start off bad, some evenings are good, some bad. So we interject at the middle of the day to make sure we give you quality personal development so that you can grow every day, every week, every month, because you're going to need that. And I'm going to tell you why. Here's the deal. Imagine this. Imagine you are the worst recruiter in the world. You don't like talking to people, but you're in the network marketing business because you believe this can change your life. And you run across a superstar, an Aaron Parker, or somebody that's been in network marketing, or a business professional, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, doesn't matter. A regular, hungry person, just ready to do this. They're excited about this business. Are you prepared personally to help develop them to an outstanding leader and help them grow their business? You see, all that is personal development, mindset. We already have a lot of the training in place, and we're bringing on more training, the power team system, all of that. But you personally have to be developed to handle a Aaron Parker, an Andre Popa, a Shannon Hamilton, a Jenna Zwagel. You're going to meet those people. You don't know when they're coming, but believe me, they're coming. And if you've ever been in network marketing, you already know them. It's just a matter of one day they see in a post on Facebook, just like I did. They're responding to that post, and you being ready to take them on board and help them run to the top, which takes you to the top. So that's the purpose of those midday motivation calls, to develop you, your skill sets, your mindsets, your personal development, and just make your quality of life overall better. So we need you on those calls, and they're not just for My Daily Choice Hempworx. We don't even talk network marketing for the most part on those calls. It's just general midday motivation. So you need to be on those calls. It's the same number, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 o'clock. All right. The second part, this is if you can master this one skill, you have mastered network marketing. I want you to write this. This is the one skill you got to have. All of the rest are small skills. All of the rest are small skills. This is what separates the bad from the good from the great from the outstanding to the rich. You get that? I'm going to give it to you rich. This is the one skill you got to have. The ability to get the word out about team calls, the ability to get the word out about webinars, the ability to invite people to calls, because that's where they're going to get the information. You already got it. Don't you be selfish and not get the word out, because think about the one skill. Think about what happened to get everybody on this call tonight. Hundreds of people on this call tonight was the ability to get the word out. That's the skill you got to have. Sometimes it takes creating flyers, post, text, Facebook message, knocking on doors, sometimes going live. That's it. That's the skill set I have to get everybody on the call. That's the skill set you have to develop to get everybody moving, get them on the calls. Let the system and the team and the leaders do all the rest. You get good at inviting people to calls, inviting people to see the presentation, inviting people to see a webinar, inviting people to training, and inviting people to events. You master that skill, you've mastered network marketing. Simple as that. The next thing, let's see, getting the word out to your teams, especially if you sign them up, they deserve your time and attention. It is your responsibility as affiliates. If you signed a person up, you're now responsible somewhat for that person's success and keeping them in the loop. We'll do our part to train them, motivate them, whatever it takes to help them win, but you got to get the word out to them. So here's what you got to do. Write this down. You sign up an affiliate. Make sure you add them to the CBD Badassador Facebook group. There's a lot of people that's been signed up, and they don't know this call and other stuff that's going on because some of you guys have not invited them to the group so that they can stay in touch, so that they can be plugged in. A TV doesn't work unless it's plugged in. You got to plug them into the training, the calls, and everything. Our official team group is CBD Badassadors. In addition to that, we do have 2 other groups that you can invite anyone to. And I'll tell you what those are, and how we're going to use them. And then there's also an official Power Team group. You have to go through the Power Team system, get your invite code, and follow those directions. That gives you the big team picture of everything. All of our training from the Power Team, from Aaron Parker and Kathy Parker on down, happens in that Facebook group. So you definitely want to be plugged into that. Everything on our team happens on the CBD Badassadors, on this team from Brian Kane down. Right? So we have 2 other groups, and here's the purpose of it. Alternate groups is CBD affiliates. That was the first group I started. It's more of your public-facing group, even though people have to be invited. That gives us the opportunity to promote, to announce people and welcome them to the team. So if you have somebody on there and they see people joining every day, they'll be more compelled to join too. When people getting congratulated for hitting ranks or getting the global bonus pool and stuff, that's our public-facing site. No training happens in there. They're just putting the word out for different things, and you can connect your people to that group. I do screen a little bit, but I'm not rigorous about that. So feel free to invite people. Just ask them if they want to get in the group. If you got a person that's pre-enrolled, connect them to that group. We'll do, me, Wayne, Brian, Kai, we'll put information, quality information to help them join, but if they're not plugged in, they don't see that. They're just waiting on you to follow up, and most of y'all's follow-up skills got to be worked on. Mine, too. You got to fine-tune them. So you plug them into that group, ask them if they do want more information, and don't mind being added to the group. Add them, let the system do the work. Second one, as most of you guys know, I started the 30-day summer challenge using the MBC spray. Now I'm opening the group to anybody that wants to do the challenge. If a person says, hey, I want to do the challenge, even if they haven't purchased sprays yet, the reason why I'm going to talk about those sprays every freaking day. I'm talking about workout, sprays, health, knowledge, everything. And all of the other fitness people in that group is going to grow. Let's grow that group to about 100,000. You know what I mean? So invite people to that group, but you got to ask them. Don't just randomly start inviting people. Ask them if they want to take the summer challenge or if they want to do a weight loss challenge or anything like that. Then add them to the group. So the next thing, before I introduce our guest tonight, like I said to you guys earlier, 90 days can and will change your life forever. In the next 90 days, I want you to go on this journey together with me. Imagine yourself. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Everybody else, if you're sitting at home and you're safe and you ain't going to hurt nobody, close your eyes and imagine what would your life look like. Stay with me on here. If you made the money that you deserve to make. That's different for all of us. What if you made an extra, let's say an extra $100,000? What would your life really look like? I want you to imagine that. Take it in. Would you live in the same house? Would you buy different, if you lived in the same house, would you buy different furniture? If you live in an apartment, would you upgrade and buy a house? What about those of us with student loans? Would you pay them off? Or would you or would you not? You know what I mean? Could that pay off some credit cards? Could you send a kid to college? How about could you send a kid to Portland, Oregon for soccer camp, academy? That was a personal one because I know this can happen. I know it. Could you bring your mother and build an extension so you can have a mother-in-law suite? Not at my house. I'm just kidding. Imagine what kind of car would you drive? Would you get a new one? Would you pay off the one you have? Because I know for a fact, and if you stick in here and you put in the work in the next 90 days, this is going to happen. I've seen it happen so many times before. So many times before. And it didn't take us 90 days most of the time. Your freaking life could change. If you just hang in there, you put in the work, you follow the instructions, you learn how to invite people to calls, webinars, blah, blah, blah. We'll teach you all the how-to skills. But how would that make you feel? Just imagine. Put your feet up. Open your eyes. How would you feel if you was in that new house? Or you had that new car in the driveway and you smelled that new leather? Would you drive with some gloves on because you didn't want to touch the steering wheel? Would you let the top down? Would you get you some new designer shades? How would your life change? That can happen. And I'm not saying this to blow smoke up your butt. This can happen in the next 90 freaking days. That's 3 months before it's even cold outside. Everything can change. Everything. But first, we got to start today. We got to commit to right now. If you're down with that, you make a commitment in your heart, in your mind, and say, you know what? I'm going to ride this thing out. What time is going to pass anyway? So where would you like to be in 90 days? If you want the same thing, don't do nothing. If you don't want nothing to change, don't do nothing. You want some things to change? Come on with me. Let me tell you what's got to change. First, you got to commit to going to training. Don't miss a freaking training. If you've been on this journey with me, you know for the last 2.5 months, I never missed a training. I have never missed a call. And I'm never going to miss one unless something came up where it just totally took me out the game. I could be somewhere and still, my mom was in town, I still was on training, I still listened in. We'd be on the strip, I'm still tuned in, I'm not missing it. You have to have that same attitude just for the next 90 days. All the calls, be on them. I'm not saying you have to be on every midday motivation call, but you should try. Get other people on those calls. That's going to develop them. You want to be around people that's going somewhere, that's growing. The other commitment I need you to make is get on the webinars. We have them training on Tuesday with the Parkers, webinar on Wednesday. Get on those. We're going to start doing some webinars on our team too, so I can develop your skills, your presentation skills. So look for that. We're going to develop those skills. Commit to doing the daily method of operation every day. You can take 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever you have for the next 90 days, commit to it. If it's 15 minutes, don't ever give up on your 15 minutes. If it's 30 minutes, commit to your 30 minutes. But just do the daily method of operation. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to go over it almost every week for the next 90 days. And it's only 90 days. So, ready? Write this down before we, let's see. Okay, it's 30 minutes after. Hold on 1 second. 7 steps to freedom. Write this down. And then we're going to turn it over. Sorry about the scratchy noise. I got a message that I have scratchy noise because I'm moving, because I'm excited. 7 steps. First step to freedom. Write a list. Build a list. Create a list. If you don't know how to do it, go to the file section. I have more material in there to help you build that list. This whole mastermind that I went to this weekend, the whole thing is centered around building a list, getting more people to talk to. I have done enough training that there is nobody on this team, CBD Badassadors, that ever say I'm ran out of people to talk to. Freaking impossible. 7.7 billion people on this planet. You will not run out of people to talk to. Now, second step, set up your power team system. I've done a video in our group on how to do that. mdcpowerteam.com. If you don't know how to do it, if you're brand new, get that done. That system for the things that are coming this month, do it. I'm telling you, what I saw that's coming on that system, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was not fired up about the system at first. I thought it was a distraction. Now I'm fired up about that system because we're only 1 month in using the system. A lot of the bugs have been worked out. They're still working out the small ones. That system is going to change your business. That's why we're having this call. Third, so get on the power team system. Third, pre-enroll 3 to 5 people daily. That's part of your daily method of operation. If you don't know how to pre-enroll, I did a video on how to pre-enroll. I'm going to keep doing videos on how to pre-enroll. When I was in training this weekend, 25 other people just like me, all of them want to learn how I pre-enroll. Because what they were doing, how do you pre-enroll 100% of the people you talk to? I showed them. I'm going to show you. That's my skill set. I'm good at building lists, and I'm good at pre-enrolling because that's what I'm good at. So if you don't have that skill, I'm going to do power hours every day to show you how to pre-enroll and how to build lists. I'm going to drive that home every day. Now, here's the tough one. This is going to be extremely tough for you if you've never done this before. This is the hardest thing I'm asking for you and requesting of you. But I can promise you this. Once you do it 1 or 2 times, it's going to change your business, change your life, and it's super simple. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to have nothing but turn that phone, make it face you, and go live on Facebook. I know I just scared half of y'all. Go on, wipe it up. If you peed on yourself, go on, wipe it up. That's my joke, by the way. Once you start doing Facebook Lives, pointing that camera towards you, everything changes. If you don't believe me, go on Wayne Topola's page. Wayne did a Facebook Live today congratulating people, and because of that Facebook Live, he signed up an executive affiliate today. That's the power of doing Facebook Lives. And you ain't got to even talk about the business. You can talk about whatever. It's the fact that you become an expert. People understand your passion, and they want to see you. So if you're scared, contact me, contact Wayne, contact Brian, contact Kai, the leaders on the team. We'll help you do Facebook Lives. We'll do them with you. You don't have, I do it scared, but it's going to change your life in the next 90 days. Number 5, follow up with everybody that you talk to. That's the key to the business. Here's the 2 things. Number 1, the thing I talk about building a list, the money is in the list. The money, you're going to, not only will I say it, everybody on the planet that's ever made some money, I say the money is in the list. The fortune is in the follow-up. Because look at, some of you guys don't know this. Some of y'all think, I talked to Kai and I signed up. Nope. It took me 4 months. 4 freaking months before I signed up. But he did his part of that's the goal. He did his part of pre-enrolling me, which guaranteed Kai that one day, if I decide to do this business, I'm locked in with him. I think he made a smart decision. I hope he feels the way I feel. I made a smart decision to join the company. He made a smart decision by pre-enrolling me. All he did was make a Facebook post and follow up. Kai followed up, and he followed up, and he followed up until I pre-enrolled. Then once I pre-enrolled, I ended up at a road show. Once I ended up at a road show, I ended up meeting Andre, talking to Wayne, met Andre, went to headquarters, signed up, 10K. Boom. Number 6, set up your auto ship. So here's what I got to say about auto ship. Super important. Whatever you do, your organization's going to do. However you recruit someone, that's how they're going to recruit people. That's how they're going to talk to people. It's duplication. So if you're not on auto ship, you can't tell nobody else about auto ship. It's almost like if you don't come to the event, your person ain't going to come to the event. If you don't come to the call, your person ain't going to come to the call. Remain coachable and then duplicate it. And the last one, this is the easiest one. If you do all those other 6 steps, you'll hit 1K. If you hit 1K, guess what? You're going to have 3 or 4 people in your team, and you teach them how to get 1K. Guess what? You're a 5K. And then you just duplicate the system. Nothing hard. So let me see. I want to make sure I watch my time carefully here. Awesome. We still got about 20 minutes. So here's my challenge to everybody on this call. I want you to go public with your goal. And you're going public inside the CBD Badass group. I made a post today, or I probably put it out there yesterday, but it's for today, about the 90-day Blitz. Go in there and say, what rank do you want to see yourself cross that stage in Vegas? 90 days, what rank would you like to be? You can associate it with money, too, if you want to. Like, if you want to make 6 figures, you're going to have to be at least 100K. Well, not really. You can be a 50K. 50Ks make 6 figures. A lot of strong 6 figures, too. So you can go for 50K. And you know what? If you go for 50K and you miss it, you end up at 25K. Who would be mad at making an extra 10 to 20 grand a month? But it could change in the next 90 days. All you have to do is go for it. Make the commitment. Go public with it. We'll help you get there. I'm going to say this publicly, and then I'm going to bring on some speakers if they're here. This is the deal. I want you to listen up close. I'm looking for 50 people that's on our team now, and that's going to be on our team in the next couple of months that want to go 25K in the next 90 days. If that's you, I'm I'm going to do every freaking thing in my power to make that happen because I know it's not hard. It may be hard to you. You may think it's scary as shit, but don't worry about what you're capable of doing. Worry about what we're capable of teaching you and doing with you together. Not just me. You got Wayne, you got Brian, you got Kai, you got Chris Record, you got Andre Popa, Tammy Popa, Kathy Parker, Aaron Parker, Jenna Swagel, Josh Swagel. All of those people together, we will help you achieve your goal. But if we don't know you have a goal, we can't help you with your goal. I hope that makes sense. So I'm looking for 50 people that want to go 25K. So you got to go in the CBD Badass of the group. It's a black and gold post with 90-day Blitz, starts today, July 1st, and say, hey, that's me. I'm going 25K or whatever K you want to go. If you're not confident in your ability to get it done, 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K, whatever you feel. We ain't putting no pressure on you. But if you put 25K, we're going to work. Whatever you put, we're going to work with you. But I'm going to guarantee you, if you put your name down for 25K, you're going. You're going. You're going to have to put in some work, but you're going 25K. That's the deal. So with that said, guys, let me see. I want to see if, hold on one second. We have a special guest, and I know I kind of took a lot longer than I anticipated, but I want to make sure that information got out to you. Because all of y'all guys have the top spot. It is what it is. You have the top spot in this organization because it's only been 8, 9, 10 weeks since I've been in the organization, 2.5 months. And so you're in the top spot. This 90-day Blitz is going to change everybody's life if you plug in and do those 6 steps, and the 7th step will happen. So, who I want to bring on next is when I say a relationship forged by greatness, I got to spend the entire weekend with him and his wife. They came down Friday. We got together. He gave me some tips. He stretched my belief way further than anybody has in my 49 years, 11 months of living. I said a goal. He said, you're way more badass than that. We're going to stretch that goal. We're going to put this goal. He changed my goal. He shared so much love, inspiration, and so much more. I mean, this guy here, man, I swear, every time I see him, I just want to hug him because he means that much to me. And I'm being honest. If it wasn't for me meeting with him and all the love and support they've given me thus far, we wouldn't be having this call. So I want to make sure he's on the line. Mr. Andre Popa and Tammy Popa, are you on the line? Please say yes. *6. Okay, I'm going to text him. Make sure. I will message him and make sure he gets on the line. And then we'll do this part again. But I have another 10K rock star that's been my business partner. That's the first person that I gave a call to that took my call and helped me launch my business. And since then, we like twins. Except he don't have a beard and I don't have the body like he does. I mean, this guy's an awesome rock star. Totally loves helping people, and he has the facts. He's taught me so much and continues to teach me because I was kind of stuck yesterday, and he helped me get unstuck. So, Mr. Wayne Topola, are you there, sir?
Heck yes, I'm here, Shannon. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away, my friend.
Awesome. Well, first off, congratulations on hitting 10K again. You are a complete badass. The way you rallied and your team rallied yesterday was a sight for sore eyes. It was absolutely amazing, and I appreciate you. And I just want to definitely throw out something. I've been in this industry for 10 years, Shannon. I say it all the time. You're the hardest working business partner I've ever had, and I'm extremely grateful for it. I've always had to run every call on my teams. I never had leadership. And that was grueling. It took a toll on me, and I just appreciate you so much that you're putting all these calls together and helping this team. You put in countless hours to help people have success. I mean, you put off your own success last month, helping building the team and the systems and the calls, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And I just want to say I'm so grateful and so blessed to be working with you side by side. You inspire me daily. You bring out the best in me, and I appreciate that about you. And now for everybody on this call, first off, congrats to every single person that took action and hit ranks last month. Shannon gave you all shout-outs. I gave you shout-outs on Facebook. I'm just fired up because I know what's happening, you guys. I've been in this industry for 10 years, and my most success came from 2010 to 2014. I'm going to take you back to that time because I was brand new. And I want you to know, I was scared to death to talk in crowds. I was scared to death to talk in front of a room. I was scared to death to talk on a phone call back then. I had no idea what I was doing. But let me tell you, I just plugged into a system. I got involved with a company they just got done going through major momentum. Luckily, I caught the tail end of that momentum, and I just plugged into the system, and I got really good at one thing. I got really good at inviting people and promoting events. And I'm telling you, these events are magical. And what we have coming up in 90 days, if you guys go on a 90-day run with us, if you decide, it all starts with the decision. If you decide that you're going to bust your butt for 90 days, heck, 90 days is going to go by anyway, just like Shannon said. I mean, it's July 1st right now. How many of us just wasted away the first 6 months of this year? All those goals you had, fitness goals, business goals, life goals, and look where we're at. Heck, the next 90 days is going to go by in a blink. But why not? Why not decide tonight, draw a line in the sand and say, you know what? Why the hell not? Why the hell not? I'm going to take every ounce of energy and every spare minute, even if it's 30 minutes per day, but I'm going to take every spare minute and dedicate it to this team and dedicate it to growing my business. And I'm going all out for 90 days, and I'm going to build a team, even if it's just 25 or 30 people in 90 days. And I take those 25 or 30 people to the event in Vegas in October. It will go absolutely viral. And here's what I know. When you take a person to an event like we're going to have in Vegas, my guess is there are going to be about 8,000 people there, and a company to grow this fast when there's only about 2,000 people at the last convention. And if you look at our team and the leaders that are popping up in the ranks, the Allison Byler's that just hit 50K affiliate, she has zero network marketing experience coming into Hempworx. And now 50K affiliate, going to make over $100,000 this year. It all started when she went to the event last year at about a 5K affiliate. And from that event, it exploded. People like Christopher Livingston, zero network marketing experience. In fact, hated network marketing, but got the product in his hand that changed his life. He went to the convention last year. At that time, I think it was under a 5K affiliate, and took a few people with them. And those few people are now all 5K affiliates. And now Christopher Livingston's a 25K affiliate. This event is going to change lives forever. And I could tell you this. For every affiliate you bring to this event, it's going to 10x your business within 90 days to 180 days after that event. Meaning, if you come to this event with 2 affiliates, within 90 days to 120 days after that, those 2 affiliates will turn into 20. And those 20 affiliates will be busting their butt. They'll be on fire, making you money every single day and every single week. And a lot of you will do that. You'll bring 1 or 2 people, and it will reward you big time. You'll make a few $1,000s over the next 90 days after that event. But some of you will take massive action for 90 days, and you'll get 20 to 30 people at that event. If you have 20 affiliates at that event in October in Vegas, Those 20 people will turn into 200 personal affiliates and will absolutely skyrocket your business and change your financial future forever. I'm telling you this because I saw it happen firsthand. See, I was that person that took 10 people to an event, brand new in the industry, and a year or two later, I made $180,000 in 1 year with doing an industry that I never had any experience in. But you know what? I missed the boat by a little bit because I was so brand new that I saw that people that now are great friends of mine, that event I took 10 people to, they had 50. And those 50 turned into thousands. And those personal friends of mine made millions. Yes, I had a life-changing experience with that company, went on to make well over $350,000 in 4 years, and I was brand new with no mentorship and no systems. But the people that took massive action going to that event that had 50 to 100 people on their team there turned into multi-millionaires. Multi-millionaires. So you decide, are you going to be the person with 2 people next to you, one on the left, one on the right, seeing how darn fired up they are, and then you go make a few $1,000s the rest of the year? Or are you going to be that person that has 2-3 rows reserved for your team, and you're looking to your left, you got 10 people over there. You look to your right, you got 10 more there. You look in the row in front of you, got another 20 people in front of you. And 3 to 6 months later, those 20, 30 people turn into 200-300 personals. These are just people on your personal team. We're not talking the thousands of people that we're going to place underneath you. We're talking life-changing income. Ladies and gentlemen, 90 days could absolutely change your life. We only have one big convention per year. Don't be that person with 2 people next to you at the event and say, gosh, I wish I would have brought more people. I wish I would have taken it serious. Because it'll set you back an entire year. Because what the industry is about to find out, when we walk in there with 8,000 fired up Hempworx people and the power team that has the most representatives in the entire company, every single person in network marketing is going to want to join this company. The question is, are they going to be joining someone on your team? That is the question. And I'm going to finish with this. You just never know what life's going to throw at you. 6 months ago, on the outside, I looked like I had a very, very good life. Beautiful home, gated community, gorgeous new pool. Everything looked great on the outside. But what people didn't realize is my business was failed. 2018 was a nightmare for me. I was giving up on the industry. I started even looking for jobs, and I hadn't had a job in 20 years. It was the first time I was unable to contribute to my family. Luckily, my wife has a great job. We didn't lose our home or anything. We still had a comfortable life. But I was miserable because it was so hard for me not to be able to contribute to the family. And it would have been real easy for me to just kick back and say, no, I got to figure something out. But I saw a marketing system on Brian Kane's website on Facebook, and it intrigued me. And I want to emphasize that because this power team marketing system is something that's unlike anything you've ever seen in the industry. And when Brian Kane posted it on Facebook, at that time, I had zero interest in MLM, zero. I had zero interest in CBD because I had zero idea what CBD was. But because he posted a marketing system, I asked him about it. And then when I saw the marketing system, that wasn't even done yet. It was what was going to happen, what was going to come out. I got excited because for the first time in my 10-year career, I saw a system that I could have success working from my phone. And I knew if I could make money from my phone, I could help a heck of a lot of other people make money from their homes or from their phone, because I was burned out on going home to home and hotel to hotel. And luckily, thank God, even though I was scared to launch a new business because I was struggling in my last business, God gave me the ability to go after it scared, to not care what other people were going to think. And because of that decision, because of that one decision, I started making some money. And I want to leave you guys with this. Some of you heard the story and some of you haven't. My kids are tremendous athletes. And one of my youngest son got invited to go on a big tournament to the Dallas Cup. It's one of the biggest tournaments in the nation for soccer. He got invited to go with a team that's a year older than him. And we first said no because we couldn't afford it. And the next day I was sick to my stomach because as a man and a father, I'm like, how could I say no to giving my son an opportunity of a lifetime to go play on one of the biggest stages for kids? And I made the decision that I was going to make it happen. I didn't know how, but I made the decision. I started driving for Lyft. I worked every single day for about 10 straight days, 10, 12 hours a day. And I worked my business. And I said, I'm going to get 2 affiliates this week as executives. And you know what? I did. And because of that, I was able to send them to the Dallas Cup. It might not sound like a big deal to you. But what happened at that Dallas Cup is this team was playing down there, and they saw our club play, and they got intrigued. They saw my son, and they invited him to Portland. They invited him to Portland to come down for a tryout. And, again, this was just 2-3 weeks ago. And we had to put him on a plane. And we didn't have the money again. But I said, I'm going to go do this. I drove 12-hour days for Lyft. I signed up a new executive that week. It's funny. When your mind says I'm in it, and no matter what it's going to take, I'm going to get it done, it gets done. And we put him on the plane to go to Portland. And lo and behold, they want to sign him. They want to move him to Portland for the rest of high school and get a chance to play on an MLS Academy club. This is a kid's dream, and who knows what's going to come out of it. But the bottom line is he gets to live his dream, all because I made a decision. Because if I didn't make that decision, we wouldn't have had the money. We wouldn't have had the money. He wouldn't have got noticed. He wouldn't have had this opportunity of a lifetime. You just never know what life
I got to wrap you up, Wayne. I hate to interrupt you.
No worries, brother. I know we got Andre coming on. I just waiting for that notice.
Awesome. I want you guys to internalize what Wayne is saying because this business can have a life-changing impact. So if you're still on, hang in there. I have someone amazing. I kind of introduced him earlier. I thought he was going to be able to jump on. I was able to grab him. I know he's super busy traveling around the world on private jets. But like I told you guys, I got to spend the entire weekend with him and his wife. I'm talking about outstanding, not just good, not just kind of okay, an outstanding personality. I learned so much from him. He has stretched my goals beyond what I even thought I was going to achieve in a shorter period of time. And I'm just honored, that I had the chance to spend the weekend with him because when I say love helping people, once you're around him, you're going to fall in love. It is what it is. I see he say he married up. I think him and Tammy are an inspiration to us all. So without further ado, Mr. Andre Popo, are you there, my friend? Let's try that again. *6. Silence on the line.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I was talking to myself over here. That was good.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the kind words. Gosh, where do we begin? So number one, everybody that's on this call, please understand that you are completely surrounded by just phenomenal leadership. Everyone from Shannon to Wayne that just spoke to Brian and Kai. There are some complete badasses here. And the reason I focus on that is because business requires tenacity. It requires a personality of almost of steel where you just keep going no matter what. Because, look, there are going to be tough days. There are going to be the days where it's like, man, this is not for me. It's tough. I got to pick up the phone. I got to send a message. I got to do a Facebook post. Oh, that's a lot of work, right? So the mind starts to talk us out of it because it looks for the path of least resistance, and obviously we become complacent and a little bit lazy, and then we justify again why it's okay not to have wealth. It's okay not to have the rank. It's okay not to do the things that you set out to do in the beginning. So these people on this call tonight, this team, are just complete badasses because these guys are tenacious. And there are gals here as well that are tenacious. So I really want to put that out there because we work with a lot of people, and there are different personalities, different hunger levels, and different levels of tenacity. And this team here, I'm going to say it again, just has a complete badass level of tenacity. So please understand that. Wrap your arms around them. Do what they say. Serve them, because that's what leaders do. Leaders have mastered how to serve. So you want to become a leader, master serving, and then you'll become a leader, and then others will serve you. And that's the beauty of what we do. In this company, I know you guys have covered so much tonight, and I don't want to be long. I want to be very efficient and to the point for you guys. This company is seeing growth like no other company has seen in a long, long time. The projections of hitting $22 billion in the year 2020, where we did $600 million last year, so we're going $600 million to $22 billion in 3 years' time. All we have to look at is that wave. They're just numbers. They're happening now. It's not even like it's going to happen. It's happening now. It's the train is in motion. And the only question for all of us is, how much of that train do we want? How much of that market share do we want? And it's all for grabs, right? Nobody's claimed the future, right? But positioning will claim your future. So how you position yourself, the team you build, the size of team you build, the quality of team you build, on and on and on, that is your positioning to grab a bigger stake of the future, right? Because the foundation of the house is the most important part of the construction journey. So I could sit here and tell you guys my story. I come from communism. I was born in communist Romania and moved to the States when I was 9 years old, and been working my ass off ever since. And what we have here today in Hempworx is just, to me, the American dream. One, because of what the company offers, but two, every single human being on the planet can do this. Every single person on the planet, again, 18 or over, disclaimer, can open up a business, can open up what's called a side hustle or a business in a box, where everything's done for us, right? None of us have to grow hemp. We're not making oil. We're not making cream. We're not bottling. We're not trucking. We don't have employees. All we have to do, to get paid, is to open our mouth. All we have to do is open our mouth. And a great friend of ours, Cannabis Cowboy, Chris Robinson, who you'll meet at the road shows and at the convention. He's actually Josh Swagle's right-hand man and best friend from many, many years ago. His big thing is closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you open your mouth 10, 12, 16 hours a day, there's going to be an ROI. There's going to be a return on that investment. So just think long-term. Don't make this a 90-day thing for you. Don't make it a 1-year, 2-year thing. Think 5, 10 years out, because what this company and this industry is doing, not even going to do, but what it's doing, you're in the right place. You're with the right team. You're with the right people, the energy, the organic products, the best compensation plan on the frickin' planet. And it's up to you. And once you figure out your why you're doing this, and why, the concept of, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Just figure that out. Really figure out why you're waking up every single morning. And if you're not waking up excited, then you really got to change your why. You got to figure out why you're on this planet. Why are you alive? And then what's your message, and why are you here to help people? And how many people? Is it thousands? Is it hundreds of thousands? Is it millions? That's what you got to figure out. And once you figure that out, you don't stop. And the return on that investment will be simply priceless. Again, you're in the best hands, best team, best company. My wife and I are just in love with everything I just talked about. And when Shannon and Wayne and this team says, hey, can you jump on a call for us, even though we have meetings tonight and we have family over and guests, I make time because that's how important they are and you guys are to us. So with that said, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Thank you, sir. Guys, Mr. Andre Popa, I want to close with a couple of things, guys, before I let you go. And I'm sorry it went a little longer than I expected. Right at an hour. We're right there. This is what I wanted to leave you guys with. As I said in the beginning of the call, we have all the support. We have more than enough support. I'm telling you, I have been in this industry over 30 years. Well, right at 30 years, right? No, I have never had this kind of support. Never, ever, ever, never. And I've had great support. I have great leaders. I've had great mentors. But this is support. This is air support right here. That's what I call it. In the military mind, this is all the support you could possibly have, right? Passion. The passion is there. It has gone from my head as an idea to my heart, where it is now a passion. When my mother took CBD oil and her blood sugar came down, and she loves it, and she called me today and told me that my sister has fallen in love with the oil and the rub, and her negative sister, that's her next door neighbor, that they just don't get along, came and they put the CBD relief cream on her, and her knee stopped hurting, and now she wants some. It's like, this is in my heart. That's my family. But that's the kind of leadership and that's the kind of passion you have. So this is what I want to remind you guys. On that 90-day challenge in our group, go ahead and post. I'm telling you right now, I'm looking for 50 people that want to go 25K before the convention. October 3rd through 5th. If you haven't gotten your convention ticket, HempworxEvents.com, the Midday Motivation Call. We need you on that call. And that call, you need that call just as much. Believe me, it makes all the difference in how the next 90 days is going to change and impact your life. If you have people that were not able to jump on this call, I'm requesting, begging, and pleading to you, make sure they get a recording of this call in their hand. I will post a number for them to listen to it. Usually, Brian Kane is able to pull the recording and post it so you can listen to it. I'm a hope he gets an opportunity to do that. But the next 90 days can change everything. It's all about the activity, the passion, getting on the training, getting on the calls, and doing the work. It can change everything. Then the long-term goal, like Andre stated, 5 years, 10 years from now, we will be living the lives that we envy now. Think about that. We will be the ones where people looking like, damn, I wish I had that life. I wish I could be like that. But you have to envision it first before it's going to happen. You got to, I know beyond the shadow of a doubt because I've already lived it, so I know it's possible. And if you know, I come from the lower Ninth Ward in New Orleans. I think y'all all seen that on Hurricane Katrina. I come from the gut, bottom line. I don't talk about it, but I do. I'm coming from the lower Ninth Ward, 1943 LaManche Street. If you want to look it up, the house ain't even there no more. Katrina threw it away. But my point is, wherever you are in life is where you are today. You are not sentenced to life to be there. You can make the change in the next 90 days. All you have to do is the 7 steps to freedom. Build a list. Set up your power team system. That only takes 2 minutes. Building a list is ongoing. Start pre-enrolling people. I'll show you how to do that the simple and easy way. Schedule your Facebook Live with me, with Wayne, with Kai, if you want to do it by yourself, that's fine. You can ask Stephanie. Stephanie was deadly afraid of doing Facebook Lives. So I told her, do one in a group. If you're that scared, damn. To me, I do them all the time. She did a Facebook Live. If you go on her timeline, she done did 30 of them since Friday. She's doing like every 5 minutes. Like, that's a little bit too much because they're addictive. But now she's getting the momentum in her business. is starting to thrive. That's how she hit over 1,000K this month. Follow up with everybody you talk to. If you need a system on doing that, I'm going to do a power hour every day for the next 90 days on teaching you guys these basic 7 skills. Set up your auto ship. If you're not on auto ship, you're going to miss something. I'm telling you. You're going to miss something. You're going to miss a me in your business because I'm recruiting people just like me. Moving forward, I have no fear whatsoever after this weekend. I'm going to recruit a bunch of me. So those are going to fall in your organization, and they're going to drive your business. So make sure you're on auto ship. Once you hit 1K affiliate, the people that you brought in to help you hit 1K affiliate, we're going to help them hit 1K affiliate, which helps you be 5K. We duplicate that over and over again, and that's how you grow this business. No, there's nobody on here that can't do that. There's nobody. I don't care if you're just barely 18. I don't care if you struggle in any area in your life. You can do this, and we're going to help you. So go public with your goals. Thank you for spending this time with us. I'm sorry it took way more than the time I allotted for it, but this is the most powerful, impactful call. So here's the deal. Your next assignment. If you are one of those people that want to hit a rank in the next 90 days, a whole 90 days, like I did it in the first 2 weeks of May, if you want to take the whole 90 days to do it, go to the post in CBD Badassers, put what rank you want to hit. I'm personally going to reach out to you and give you a game plan. I don't care whose team you're on. We're all on one team. My Daily Choice Hempworx, and we're on the power team. I'm going to personally reach out to you, give you a game plan, and I'm going to be your accountability partner along with Brian, Wayne, Kai, Andre, Tammy, Aaron, Kathy, Chris Record, because we collectively want to see you win. So that's your first assignment. I already told you the 7 steps. You got that. Your next assignment, Tuesday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock, be on the Power Teams training. There's some announcements that Aaron and Kathy are going to make along with Andre and Tammy. You just cannot miss. You can't miss them. There's some promotions. There's some incentives. There's some quality content, some quality training that's going to propel you, not move you, propel you to the next level. Only way you can be on this training is you have to be in the Power Team system, in the Power Team Facebook group. If you're not, reach out to me, Wayne, Kai, or Brian. We'll help you get there. If you have team members who are not, that's your fault. I'm telling you, I would say, I'm telling you to your face, if they're not in there, that's your fault. That's your responsibility. And it's my responsibility for the people on my team that's not in there to get in there. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to go look for everybody in my team to make sure that they're in that group for the training tomorrow. That's the second assignment. Third assignment, let's go to work. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I can't wait to see everybody here in Vegas in October, ranking up, crossing the stage, giving me hugs. That day, I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to put on some nice cologne for you guys. Maybe. So with that said, guys, have a great night, and I look forward to seeing who's the next 50 going 25K. Talk to you soon.